So here's my brain model which I made with a cardboard. Now I'm gonna name the parts. This part here is called the frontal lobe. And then this one is called the parietal lobe. While this one is called the occipital. Then this is our cerebrum. Then we have our brain stem. This is the brain stem. And then this whole part here, this part is called the temporal lobe. Well, during the process of creating the brain model, I have learned that visual recognition is actually from the brain, from the part of where it's called the occipital lobe. Excuse my words pronunciation. It's called the occipital lobe. Yeah. So I've learned that that's where we get our vision. The other thing that I've learned is that the frontal lobe, this part, is the part that we use for our eyes and our head movement. We use this part to move our eyes and the head. So the third aspect is that we use the brain stem, this part. We use the brain stem to breathe. Yeah, this is the breathing area, the part that we use to breathe, the one that takes oxygen to the brain. Well, as a student who is exposed to the human brain model for the first time, I have a lot of questions, but I'm gonna ask only two as we are advised to. So the one of the questions that I have is how can we expand our memory looking at this brain model? Because this is the memory part, so I would like to know how can we expand it so that we can take in lots of information, and when the information is needed, you can get to remember it very swiftly. So the other question is this human brain, our brain model, is it similar to that of animals, and do they function the same? I'm very curious right there. I want to know whether our brains and animal brains are similar and whether they function the same. Do animals use their front lobes to move their eyes and head as well? And do they think like humans do? Moving on. One thing that I have learned in trying to train my brain, I tried sleeping a lot because it turns out that human brain needs lots of energy to function. So you cannot have a lot of energy if you do not sleep enough. So I tried sleeping enough to try and sharpen my brain and try to acquire its full functionality. There are books where I read that sleeping a lot or let me say lack of sleep can result in brain function, in reducing the brain functions efficiency, meaning that if you do not sleep enough, your brain cannot function enough. So we need a lot of rest and relaxation for brain to fully function. And another part is that I have read somewhere, I don't remember the source, but it says that um, the more you do not sleep, the more your brain eats itself. I don't know whether that's proven or not, but I read somewhere that if you do not get enough sleep and then you still use your brain, it's gonna start eating itself gradually. Thank you.